Focused and fearless. Here's everything you need to know this rush hour of August 21st, Wednesday. I'm Riza Diaz. Kicking off today's rush with reports of leptospirosis cases are on the rise again. Now, just as the country is in the middle of a nationwide dengue epidemic, Greg Gregorio will tell us more.
Marita Daga is in tears while looking at his son. She's at the National Kidney and Transplant Institute to see her son, who has been in the intensive care unit since Saturday.
Nakatapa kasi siya ng daga kasi baha doon sa kanyang tinitirahan.
Pablo Buson has been in the leptospirosis ward for almost a week now. Pablo says he was not exposed to flood waters, but he thinks he got infected while cleaning the waterways outside of his house during the heavy rains 2 weeks ago.
Ngayon, medyo gumanda yung pakiramdam ko kasi nung umpisa yung dito talaga ako, grabe. Halos ako parang mamatay na sa sakit.
Among the symptoms of leptospirosis are high fever, body pain, and jaundice or the yellowing of eyes and skin. Leptospira bacteria commonly impact the kidney, liver, and lungs. The health department says there have been 916 cases of leptospirosis in 2019 up to July 27. More than a third happened in highly urbanized NCR. Though figures from 2018 are still higher, the DOH reminds LGUs and the public to keep their surroundings clean.
It's really a problem because, the environmental sanitation, hygiene do affect the health of our people.
But if people do get exposed to floodwaters, health officials recommend a prescription of doxycycline.
Kailangan sasabihin nila, lumusob ako sa baha or natalsikan ako ng tubig baha sa mata ko para maibigay nila yung tama.
There is also a greater need for blood donations, not just to address cases of leptospirosis, but to help dengue patients as well. For News 5, Greg Gregorio, we are One News.
3 areas in Rodriguez, Rizal are currently under quarantine after a spike in swine deaths. However, authorities have yet to identify what is actually killing the pigs. Shaila Francisco has that report.
Amy may stop buying pork for a while after the Department of Agriculture report that pigs are dying from a still unknown disease in many backyard farms.
Kung narinig po siguro namin, siguro hindi naman na kami bibili ng baboy na gano'n. Kasi siyempre po, ingat po kami sa pagkain, sa sarili namin. Tatakot kami kasi magkasakit kami.
Pork prices in some Quezon City markets dropped by 10 pesos from 200 pesos last week. Retailers are blaming the disease.
Kakasakit na yung baboy.
Retailers are now worried.
I hope na yung knowledge ng consumers or ng buyer na tanungin na lang nila kasi yung product namin hindi galing doon sa mismong mga places na pinagkamula ng mga baboy na yun.
A group of hog farmers promised to maintain farm gate prices at 105 to 125 pesos.
Nationwide, we maintain the price of farm gate. As long as kaya namin i-maintain yan, i-maintain namin.
The Bureau of Animal Industry says it is still too early to tell what's killing off pigs in a town in Rizal. The Rodriguez Rizal MDRRMO has confirmed that barangays Macabod, San Isidro, and San Jose have been under quarantine since Saturday after the death of pigs in the area.
Yung mga tinatawag natin mga contagious diseases, halos nakakapare-pareho na sila ng mga simptomas. Para ma-confirm mo yan, talagang dadali mo yan sa laboratory.
For now, the agency advises racers not to sell pigs that are sick and report symptoms to a veterinarian. Bai also told racers to avoid swill feeding.
Ang pagpapakain ng kaning baboy ay pwede magdulot ng peste. Kung di maiiwasan, pakuluan para mamatay ang anumang mikrobyo.
Consumers are warned not to buy pork products with a weird smell, to buy only in accredited markets, and to check for marks from the National Meat Inspection Service. The Health Department, for its part, reminds consumers to cook pork meat well.
Hindi pwedeng kumain ng karne na half-cooked o yung parang mamula-mula o kulay pink pa, ibig sabihin kulang sa luto. So para po sa inyong kapakanan, para po masiguro ang kalusugan, ay talagang iluto ng sapat ang karne.
Shaila Francisco, we are One News.
Here are the biggest stories from the dailies. Filipino Star ngayon reports that 120 Chinese coal plant workers have contracted dengue in Mariveles, Bataan. The Provincial City Health Office says the spike in dengue cases among plant workers may be caused by the unsanitary area, especially at the barracks where the Chinese were staying. And as of the moment, all of the Chinese employees who contracted dengue are in a stable condition. This from the Freeman. Cebu City Mayor Edgardo Labella announced that all of the city's 80 barangays will receive 5 million pesos each as financial assistance for cleanliness projects. That's 400 million pesos allocated by the city in this year's spending plan. Labella said he will consider giving another 5 million pesos to barangays next year as long as they use their additional funding to help rehabilitate waterways, collect garbage, and other similar projects. And window shopping is not just a thing of the average Joe. This comes after lifestyle guru Martha Stewart revealed that she went window shopping at Cultura yesterday. The Philippine Star reports that Stewart is considering the Philippines as a possible source of ideas and items for her multimedia empire. The guru also shared that she loved the textiles, weavings, pearls, and rattan work of the items she found at Cultura, but she said she did not buy anything yet because her shopping day is Thursday. The low-pressure area off the coast of Virac, Catanduanes has developed into a tropical depression. Now, to give us the latest weather update, we have with us Mr. Benny Estareja, live from Pag-asa Weather Forecasting Center. Benny, good morning.
Good morning, Riza, and to all our viewers.
Benny, we'd like to know the location of the low-pressure area, and I believe we would call her Ineng.
Yes, we have the latest update regarding Tropical Depression Ineng. As of 3 in the morning, it's located at 975 kilometers east of Virac, Catanduanes. It has maximum sustained winds of 55 kilometers per hour near the center and gustiness up to 70 kilometers per hour. And it's currently moving northward at 10 kilometers per hour.
Benny, Tropical Depression Ineng is affecting also the Habagat?
For now, we're not expecting any southwest monsoon enhancement, but we have the effect of its trough or the outer part of Ineng over Visayas, Mimaropa, Bicol region, Zamboanga Peninsula, as well as Bangsamoro region, Northern Mindanao, Caraga, and Davao region.
Are we looking into perhaps Ineng intensifying into a tropical storm?
Yes, we have the scenario of Ineng intensifying into a tropical storm by today, either this afternoon or evening.
Benny, are you still there?
Yes.
Benny, is Ineng also expected to make landfall?
Based on the latest track of Pag-asa, Ineng is not expected to make a landfall over any part of the country.
How about its exit in the Philippine Area of Responsibility? When do we expect that?
By Sunday, so that's August 25, it may exit our Philippine Area of Responsibility, and it is, by that time, it's located over the southeastern part of China.
So with the presence of Ineng, Benny, how is the Luzon weather looking like?
For now, we're expecting Bicol region to have cloudy skies with scattered rains and thunderstorms. But in the coming days, we're expecting as well the rest of Luzon, including Metro Manila, over August 23 and 24 to have cloudy skies as well. In terms of rainfall, we can expect some light to moderate and at times heavy rains over the western section of Luzon.
And other than Ineng, are there other weather disturbances?
Based on our latest satellite animation, we're not seeing any new cloud clusters that may become a tropical cyclone, at least for the next 4 days.
Thank you. That was Pag-asa weather forecaster Benny Estareja. Students from the University of the Philippines staged a walkout protest against proposals to allow military presence within the grounds of the state university. Marian Enriquez has the story.
Students and faculty members of the University of the Philippines walked out of their classrooms to protest against the proposed entry and intervention of the police and military in state universities. The Philippine National Police has renewed calls to review the UP-DND Accord signed back in 1989. In it, the military and police are barred from entering the UP campus without authorization. Protesters say campus militarization equates to martial law in the university. As a symbol of their resistance, the students locked the gates of Palma Hall.
What they want to do is they want to enter in the university para bantayan yung ating mga organization na legally ay lumalaban naman.
They continued their protest in Mendiola and marched to Liwasang Bonifacio along with other groups. Protesters also called on the government to investigate the spate of killings in Negros Island.
Pinas lang na walang kalaban-laban para na rin sa pagpaslang ng mga katulad ni Kian de los Santos. Tokang style ang nangyayari, no? At ang sinabi, nanlaban sila o kaya mga NPA sila. Pero malinaw na hindi ito mga NPA, hindi sila armado.
PNP Chief Oscar Albayalde says authorities are working on the case and that 4 out of the 11 cases have been resolved. Albayalde said militant groups were just overreacting on the proposed intervention of the police in schools. He said there are no plans to conduct surveillance on students and teaching staff, but they want to put an end to the alleged recruitment of students by groups out to topple the government.
Sabi nga natin, activism is not a problem. It's a part of freedom, no? Yung criticism is a part of freedom. But when you start to support and radicalize people there to join an armed movement, then that is sedition.
For News 5, Marian Enriquez, we are One News.
Former Calauan, Laguna Mayor Antonio Sanchez, who was convicted for the rape and murder of 2 UP Los Baños students in 1993, may soon walk free again. Justice Secretary Minardo Guevara says Sanchez, along with at least 10,000 other inmates, will be released because of a new law increasing good conduct time allowance. Guevara explains that the new Bilibid prison is now recomputing Sanchez's prison sentence. The complete list of inmates who will benefit from the Republic Act 10592 is expected to be released within the next 4 months. Sanchez is facing 7 terms of reclusion perpetua. Let's fast break now to Sports Rush. Burmans are coming and so is the 30th Southeast Asian Games. Paulo Del Rosario will tell us what's in store for us in the event.
The 30th Southeast Asian Games is set to be the biggest iteration of the biennial meet yet. And the Philippine Sea Games Organizing Committee says that they are cooking up something to get it started off with a bang.
To usher in the SEA Games, Philippine music icon Apl De Ap headlines what is set to be a grand opening ceremony. Set in the Philippine Arena in Bulacan, Apl De Ap says that the fans and athletes can expect a memorable performance that will celebrate and showcase Philippine culture.
And I wouldn't miss it for the world. I wanted to be part of this historical moment.
The Filipino star also shares that hip-hop group Black Eyed Peas will come together to close the SEA Games at the Athletic Stadium in New Park City, making it a star-studded affair to mark the end of the biennial meet.
Yes, they will be here. And yeah, we've been, talking about the production and, we're going to do something special for the closing.
According to Apl De Ap, both ceremonies will be a memorable party that celebrates the Philippine athlete and spirit. Philippine Sea Games Organizing Committee Chairman Alan Peter Cayetano says both the opening and closing events will be of international standards, eclipsing previous SEA Games ceremonies.
First time that we'll do it international level, meaning level ng Asian Games, no?
The 30th SEA Games is set to start off on a high note, and the hope runs high that it was just the beginning of a fruitful run for the Philippine team. Paulo De Rosario, we are One News.
And that's how the day is shaping up to be. Join us again next time for another round of Rush. I'm Riza Diaz. We are One News.